The burning question about the existence of an alien race is not new. It has existed for decades now, and no one has the exact answer. But some inexplicable events happened here and there that indicate the existence of some dangerous alien race in the utter universe. Today, we are revealing some of those dangerous alien races existing in the universe. Number 8. Reptilians. Also known by the name of reptoids and lizard people. Ironic names, isn't it? These reptoids had played a prominent role in fantasy, science fiction, ufology, and conspiracy theories. But it's well believed by the British conspiracy theorist David Icke that shape-shifting reptilian aliens control the Earth by taking on human form and gaining political power to manipulate human societies. Icke has stated on multiple occasions that many world leaders are or are possessed by these so-called reptilians. And on this path, David is not alone. Several others have indexed that these alien reptilian races have persisted in contact or even infiltrated and manipulated humanity for a long time. And you would be surprised to know that from time to time, numerous national leaders have been deemed of being an extraterrestrial alien reptilian, including Barack Obama. What if Donald Trump is on their list too? Some theorists assume that they possess the extra cerebral capability to acquire high official ranks just to seize the entire control upon the human race. Some even added that they maintain continuous connection with outer space and simultaneously receive instructions. Are you a reptoid? And watching your YouTube video in a human disguise? Just kidding, but these reptilians are actually known to be true, and they might be drafting a plan to take over our world. Who knows when that happens? Number 7, the Greys. No, not the 50 Shades of Grey, it's the Grey Aliens, also attributed to as Zeta Reticulans, Roswell Greys, or Greys. Often they are visualized in a form of small and tall, and the little ones are slender, big-headed, and elongated, with black eyes and about 5 feet far-fetched. Despite their little size, they have an allegation of abducting humans for experiment and sometimes torture. Betty and Barney Hill claimed that in 1961 alien beings had abducted them and taken them to a flying saucer. Under hypnosis, Betty Hill produced a star map which she claimed located the home planet of their abductees in the Zeta Reticuli star system. So it's clear that the gray alien race might be harmful for humans, also can be the reason for our extinction. As they consider to be more intelligent, so their weaponry might be more advanced that could rip out our entire planet along with the whole human race. In the 1950s, they secretly negotiated with the US government to exchange technology in exchange for being able to experiment with humans, in order to investigate how we survive so that they themselves can avoid their extinction as a race. But wait, haven't we imagined too much? For now, just relax and enjoy the other 6 alien races. Number 6, Draconians. As per Tales Draconian. Draconians are unique among the races of Kryn. Most races were created by the gods in ages long past, but Draconian were shaped by servants of the Dark Queen for one purpose, the conquest of the world. Draconian can be considered as the early ancestor of reptilians. And thank God we didn't evolve from them. Just see how they look. The reptilians or reptilians have been originating from the race of Draconian. Humanoid over 6 to 8 feet tall with the characteristics of reptiles. Best known prospect is a greenish tone with a lizard or snake-like scales. This interstellar creature, in Indian, existed underground and interact with humans on the surface. In some variants of the fiction, it is assumed that these beings once occupied the Indian Ocean. The Chinese, Vietnamese, Koreans, and Japanese all speak about a creature or dragon conceivable to be draconians in both physical and metaphysical forms. So it can be assumed in total certainty that draconians might be dwelling with us and dominating the elites, institutions, and financial systems. They seem to be on a treacherous voyage of gaining control over our entire monetary system. It is stated that they can endure any physical form, and among them they prefer human forms. But don't be afraid and start clearing your bank deposit, as for now it is well kept by human supervision or at least a good draconian. Number 5. The Syrians. Syrians are extraterrestrial beings that can come from Sirius A or Sirius B. As begotten from these two stars, they pretty much resemble humans' exterior. However, according to the Dogons, an African tribe that had contact with these beings, they are so similar to our looks that you might say hi to one of them when you meet. The inhabitants of Sirius B would be half human and half amphibian, and Dogons called them Nomo. Aliens from these two stars have some contrast regarding their intention towards human species. Sirius A is said to be those who have salubrious intentions with humans. On the other hand, there would be those of Sirius B who possess an entirely different plan from those of Sirius A. These outer space beings might be planning a destructive blueprint to wipe out the whole humanity. What do you think? Will they be able to invade our world? Tell us in the comments. We always admire your view. Number 4. Little Green Men. Little green men are little humanoid-like creatures with green skin and sometimes with antennae on their heads. During the reports of flying in the 1950s, the term little green men came into popular usage in reference to aliens. In one classic case, the Kelly Hopkinsville sighting in 1955, to rural Kentucky, men described a supposed encounter with metallic silver, somewhat humanoid-looking aliens no more than 4 feet in height. But things got overwhelming when August 21, 1955, a large extended farm family called the Suttons arrived breathlessly at the Hopkinsville police station in southwestern Kentucky and told their story of a terrifying siege by otherworldly beings. Another incident took place when Lucky and Billy Ray, 2 young men, went to the back door and witnessed a strange glow, in the midst of which they spied a small humanoid creature. The body gave off a spooky shimmer in the light of the night's new moon, they said. Being terrified, the 2 men grabbed a 20-gauge shotgun and a .22 rifle and fired, then it fled into the darkness. Locals believe they might have come back for revenge, so will they riff off humanity in return? Question remains. Number 3. Martian. Well, you guessed it right, yes, they are from Mars, and as stories suggest, a Martian is an inhabitant of the planet Mars or a human colonist on Mars. Isaac Asimov's David Starr Space Ranger, the first novel in the Lucky Star series, features a race of Martians who have retreated into vast artificial caverns 500,000 years ago. These Martians are incorporeal, telepathic beings, peaceful yet curious about humanity. They have access to advanced technologies completely incomprehensible to human beings, like personal energy shield generators the size of a fabric mask, demonstrate psychic powers, superhuman intelligence, and an ability to manipulate higher dimensions. He founded a church on Earth based on Martian philosophy and started a cultural shift. Hypotheses suggest that these deadly beings might be living in our world for a long time and planning something big and crucial. Some experts even said that Martians might be living under shade for now and waiting for the right moment to strike hard, as they are far advanced compared to our technology, so they might take down our world in a flash. Let's pray that day don't come anytime soon, and somehow we might achieve harmony with them. Number 2. Selenite. Well, let's gaze back to our closest neighbor, Moon. Hold tight as we're going to reveal something odd about Earth's only natural satellite. An alien race believed to be discovered there named Selenite. Selenite is the name given to the fictitious inhabitants of our only natural satellite, the Moon. The origin goes back to the Greek civilization, when it was believed in the existence of these beings and related the travels of the first humans who visited the today known Moon. Scientists from all nations, writers and musicians captured their ideas about the legacies of mythology from previous times about the world and the Selenite civilization, and created works dedicated to these beings who were believed to inhabit our satellite. In modern times, it's also believed that Selenite still remains among us. Some of them wear disguises and some are hiding under the shade of darkness. Might be planning to transform the Earth suitable for their race. So now you might look at the Moon differently. Number 1. Venusians. Historically, Venus has always been viewed with interest by early astronomers. The fact that it is closer to the Sun, early science fiction stories had often depicted Venus as a swamp planet, a primitive world similar to what Earth might have been in the Carboniferous period. Another popular theory was that Venus could be a world completely covered by oceans, either made of water or other substances. The temperature here easily reaches more than 450 degrees Celsius on the surface of the planet. This means that life as we know it is probably impossible, at least on the surface. However, astrobiologists say that there is still a good chance of finding microorganisms living in Venus's clouds, where the temperature is much more appropriate. The existence of microbes living permanently in Earth's clouds seems to support this idea. By analyzing the atmosphere of Venus, scientists have found evidence that biological activity seems to be going on, and scientists believe long ago there was a presence of life that might have made root into Earth and still continuing to live here. Venus is not in a condition of living, so they are selecting Earth to be their second home. So it's just a matter of time that they take the first hit upon us. Are we really prepared to defend such an attack? As our universe is so vast and full of mysteries and we haven't even got to Mars, there is so much to explore. Who knows what else we might discover along our journey to the extent. But the existence of outer beings are getting more believable, as creepiest things seen by astronauts in space. Check out the full story here.